then again in the semis, but they said no, Stephen Kitsoff, we want you for one last hurrah before he moves off to Ulster. Only right that we let the crowd do their work. It is spine-chilling here. And with me in commentary, first of all, former Springbok hooker, Hanyani Shimange.
Good evening, Matthew. Well, what an occasion out here. Fantastic atmosphere, one last dogfight. Two teams that are going to go the extra for 80 minutes. And the man in the middle, Andrea Piardi, he'll be running the proceedings. But what a game, what an atmosphere, what an occasion for the city of Cape Town and for URC, the grand final.
And a great occasion for SuperSport and host broadcaster in Ireland, Viaplay, from whom we welcome a former Munster legend, an Irish international. He loves it here in Cape Town. Good evening, Alan Quinlan.
Good evening, everyone. Yeah, it's great to be back, Matthew. Didn't think we were going to be back. I was here a few weeks ago with you, but it's wonderful to be here. Munster have done brilliantly to get to this final, but they're under so much pressure. This crowd and atmosphere is sensational.
Absolutely thrilling. Jack Crowley, the hero, in Dublin 2 weeks ago, now has the grand final underway. And Ruan Nel with an early touch for the DHL Stormers. Peter Omani in with the tackle, and a loose ball, a difficult ball for Yankees, who's bullied off it, but illegally so. Early penalty for the DHL Stormers, with Stephen Archer, the veteran tight end, conceding it.
Yeah, Matthew, you can see the intentions of Munster. They're trying to, you don't want to give the Stormers a kicking platform, but one thing you don't want to do in the first second or couple of seconds of a game is concede a penalty. I think probably a little bit over aggressive from Archer, the tight end prop. The ball bounced out, he went down there, but offsides there, the ball wasn't out yet. So advantage Stormers early on.
Joseph Dweba to fellow Springbok Marvin Orrie, and what an important player he is to have back. He missed the semi-final against Connacht, with the Stormers starting with Ruben van Heerden and Ben Jason Dixon in the second row that evening. They struggled a bit at line-out time. It's an important early win for the home side's line-out. Yankees away for Libbok. Little dink over the top for Dan du Plessis to chase, but a good read from Mike Haley at the back for Munster. And back for Crowley.
Stop!
From Murray. Libbok. Angelo Davids asking for the cross kick, and it goes for Ruan Nel, but just a little too much on it. Malachi Fekitoa had it covered.
That's really important for Munster, just going back to the maul there. They didn't let the Stormers rumble forward. Really good line-up win. And Marvin Orrie is really important to the Stormers today. He wasn't here a few weeks ago. Jack Crowley chose to kick long. Libbok obviously with a little dink across field.
First opportunity for Dermot Barron, and Tyke Byrne with the take. A little pop from Crowley for Fekitoa. Murray has a quick ruck ball out the back from Coombs, and Crowley through the hands of Frisch. Nash finds Barron to his inside. Lewis with the tackle. Murray, Crowley and Fekitoa unable to slip the tackle of Herschel. Yankees. Stormers keeping Munster pinned back for now. And there's the attempted interception. But just a knock-on is the call, as the Olendzas went in for the intercept.
Advantage over.
Advantage called over as Omani makes the carry. Now Crowley looking to turn Willemse, who read it well and had time on his side to make the clearance. It's a decent defensive set from the Stormers.
Yeah, and you can see Munster getting into the attacking rhythm. Plenty of runners, players in motion, the tight threes off 9, trying to generate that quick right ball, almost trying to grind you down, trying to force the Stormers to make a mistake. but good defensive discipline. But Munster
Yeah,
getting
I don't know their number,
a lot of
guys.
passes
I don't play
together
with them.
in that attacking set also for
Now,
Munster.
Hooker in the middle.
Barron's throw for
Backwards.
the captain, Omani, and the Stormers pouring through on a loose ball. Yankees and Libok over the top for Ruan Nel.
First man, first man.
First man in.
No, lost.
Affects the steal for Munster. Crowley.
Free stop.
He's trying to get a curve on the ball and work its way down to the Stormers 22.
Guys, one, stop, 9.
Willemse.
Okay.
Crowley tight to his touchline. And Calvin Nash. Murray for Crowley. And away
Flat.
by Frisch. It's a beautiful ball. And this is John Hognett. So energetic out in the wider channels. Munster making impressive yards on the carry. Then by Barron. And then Archer. His ball out the back.
So knock on into tackle. Play advantage,
Finding
knock on.
space. Just a knock on from a Stormer's
Well,
hand in the tackle on Archer. Barron.
Advantage over.
3 or 4 carries from the hooker already in the game. Frisch trying to get his ball away, and the interception is there. It's the hero of Cape Town. Well, if there was ever a way to make a statement for Manie Libbok, who had a weak game by his own admission against Munster in the pool, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, and that's one pass that Anton Frisch needed to hold on to. It wasn't really much line speed coming from the Stormers, but an attacking error. And Manie Libbok had to show some gas here. He picks it up beautifully. It's a run and the crowd's going crazy as Manie Libbok takes it in.
Agree.
But a terrible mistake
Mikey.
from Munster there. Frisch probably should have held on to that ball, try to rebuild from that position. Manie Libbok said thank you very much.
23 points in the semi-final against Connacht, including 2 tries. Man of the match in the quarter-final against the Vodacom Bulls. Man of the match in the semi-final against Connacht. And now, Manie Libbok, first on the board in the URC Grand Final with an interception try.
Very fun.
And the conversion attempt from bang in front.
Yeah, it's a poor mistake, isn't it? I tell you, Ruan Nel does really well there. He reads it, he gets Frisch. Ball has gone forward as well, and it's brilliant from Libbok to read that. Munster holding onto the ball, going over and back, but not really penetrating. We saw John Hodnett a few minutes ago, but you said it, Jimmy, that's when he should have held on to Ruan Nel. Brilliant defence from him.
Crowley, much better kick-off that time. Ruan Nel forced to take it outside his own 22 and carried back. First carry for Evan Roos. Such a standout player for the Stormers in the inaugural URC season.
Use it! Guys, stop.
A couple of injuries this season, Evan Roos, and just working his way back into form. The hoist from Herschel Yankees. Mike Haley cut down in the tackle, and Marvin Orri in with a counter ruck, just missing out though.
Offside.
And offside is the call, just a little too quickly up in defence.
And 9. Offside.
Yeah, that's the thing with having line speed. You've got to be careful those offsides lines, especially that close there. So Stormers were comfortable, I thought, from a defensive point of view. No need for the rush. Back to structures. Defensive discipline crucial.
Well, the flag is up. That's an extraordinary kick. Here's the penalty. Just Herschel Yankees and Ruan Nel too fast out of the blocks.
Guys, gap.
to make the tackle on Hodnett.
Wow, what a kick from Crowley. I think when we were standing here, we thought it was going dead. He got everything out of that. It's really important for Munster now. They win this line out, stay down, or get a score, some sort of a score. Stormers' line speed has been very impressive so far.
And the ball is to the middle for Irish international Clive Byrne. Munster getting some purchase through their maul. Over the line they go. But then driven back.
Okay, we play advantage for 10 blue offside.
Andrea Piatti has an arm out for penalty advantage for Munster here.
Number 10 offside.
Ball is against Marnie Livok for offside.
No, they were close there, weren't they, Shimmy? That was a good maul from Munster.
Exactly, yeah, they looked like they were marching through there because Stormers generally will try to give the opposition front roller and hit it out towards the touchline.
Offside from
But really more set. But Marnie Livok, you'd think it'd be one of the forwards that conceded the penalty. He's out there, he's just watching the back line.
It's a good reaction from the Stormers after Munster's initial setup there. They stopped it from going over the line there, just got it stopped. It looked like Barron was going to get there, didn't it? Wasn't it?
It's a similar line out. It's Barron for Byrne. An immediate momentum forward for Munster. Over the line and try!
On the line. No. Look at
just the perfect response.
Clearly on the line. That's short. The edge was on the line.
From the Munster men, it's Dermot Barron with a third try in this URC.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful set. You can see the Stormers, they needed to get through there and hit it down, but the lifters of Munster, very strong, solid, managing to keep that more safe. From then on, the rest of the forwards have got to work. Barron gets the try, but second time for Munster, great work from the forwards. All started from that offside penalty, so it just shows how discipline is crucial. Somewhere underneath there's a try.
Yeah,
and
no, I saw the running man, the edge of the ball was hit the line.
An opposing score can do to a home crowd.
Oh, it's incredible, really, and it came from that Jack Crowley kick. He was incredibly brave. It was risky. Munster had one chance a minute ago, and meant to take it there. Brilliant maul from Munster.
Jack Crowley, 3 test matches for Ireland, the former Ireland under-20 international, the Munster hero from 2 weeks ago with his late drop goal that earned Munster their place in this grand final. His first attempt at goal, just wide, but a great response from Munster.
Yeah, and Munster, Stormers were a little bit pedestrian at the front of that line out. Byrne wins it and they just kind of spin a little bit towards the front, got that momentum going forward, and it'll certainly give them a massive lift, Matthew, confidence wise, after conceding that Manny Libot try.
A short restart from Marnie Libok, really contestable, excellent work from Jean Klein, a former Stormers player who moved to Munster, well over 100 caps there, and a few for Ireland as well, 5 in total. And here's Fekitoa. Straight back onto the offensive from the restart. Go Munster. Gavin Coombs, such an influential ball carrier throughout this campaign. Crowley. A little bit of confusion there. Munster players in the way. Frisch, O'Mani. Oh, what a little juggle of the ball from Shane Daly, costing him.
Well, it's all Munster attack at the moment. You saw the Stormers try to get that short kick.
Whenever the whistle, that's the end of the story, okay? I don't want to pushing or doing something else.
Sorry, Shimmy, I just the referee was having a chat with Evan Roos. He was physical there. He's an aggressive player, isn't he? They want to hit O'Mahony when he gets it.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't stand back, Evan Roos, but Munster doing a lot of the attacking play and holding on the ball beautifully at the moment. So Stormers must have only conceded one penalty. They want to get some sort of territory from here, or generate some sort of some mistake from Munster.
cut in the forehead of Jean Klein. And a strong carry from the restart. He started the pool match between Munster and the Stormers here with Erke Snyman. Tyke Byrne not on that trip, and they were outstanding that evening. And worth mentioning, the killer statistic for this home crowd as well is that in the 2 years of this newly constituted Vodacom URC, there's only one team that the Stormers haven't beaten at least once, and that's the team they're playing in the final here today. Munster victorious at Toman Park in Edition 1, and then here at the DHL Stadium in the penultimate round of pool play, 26 points to 24.
Yeah, it's surprising. I don't think it's a big psychological advantage, but certainly a couple of weeks ago in Munster were here, they get a little bit of belief in that, and you said it, Jimmy, they've started well, they've held on to the ball a lot. Obviously the try comes from the intercept, but the possession, and they've shown that throughout the season.
Line out quickly taken by Joseph Dweba, and the clearance kick, well, that's gone directly into touch and carried back into,
I think it was taken back,
the 22-metre area, so it'll be a Munster line out.
I was just about to say, pretty clinical exit.
Open.
I'm not sure, it almost looked like the Stormers players weren't aware that that ball was taken back, because the line out was outside the 22, pass back into the 22 and kicked directly. And if you look at red zone efficiency, this is where Munster are very good.
Barron, this time for the heavily strapped Jean Klein. Penalty for banking.
Yeah, it's double banking at the front, so it makes it difficult to stop that maul or to try and sack it when the lifters sort of protect the jumper. But it is obstruction.
Yeah, I think it was Tyke Byrne in behind John Klein.
You need to be better.
They'll be disappointed with that, because you know you win your line out. Let's see it again.
For me, you're clearly on the wrong side first.
Yeah, Byrne is kind of creeping up there, isn't he? And referees are picking that out. It stops, as you said, Jimmy, stops the opposition from trying to pull it down or getting in there.
Dweba to the front for Van Heerden, out the back from Dion Fourie. Dweba and Ruas. Excellent tackle from Hodnett.
Yeah, but
stayed true to his task. The hoist from Yankees.
That's well played. I think Storm is trying to isolate the back defender there, but he didn't move whatsoever. Almost read that box kick.
Yeah, you said it, Shane Daly. He didn't creep up at all. I think, you know, sometimes the wingers creep up in that position. That's what they're trying to do there, the Stormers. He had a lot of time there, and you talk about opportunity lost in the penalty. That was an opportunity lost there for the Stormers to build a little bit of possession, hold on to the ball, run at Munster. They will get another chance here with this line out, similar position.
Again, it's for Van Heerden. This time straight out the back for Yankees and away to Ruas.
Use it!
And Daly has stayed back once again, expecting the hoist. That Julie comes from Yankees, this time coming down just outside the 22, and an excellent tackle from Angelo Davids. Byrne called upon to carry.
He's taking back. Take him back onside, guys. Leave him, leave him, leave him.
So no opportunity for a direct clearance here
onside
for
5.
Conor Murray, and it's Daly this time who gets the opportunity to chase a kick, gets a hand on it.
And back by red, I think. No?
It's the battle of the box kick at the moment.
Calm down, guys. Calm down, please. Calm down. Calm down.
But Conor Murray, that's one of his strengths. One of the best box kickers in world rugby. Hardly ever gets it wrong.
It's a really good kick, isn't it? And Daly's chase is there as well. He gets up, gets a hand to it. I think everybody in the crowd thought it was a Stormers line out.
Five-man line out called. Goes to Klein at the tail. And yet another strong carry from Gavin Coombs for Munster. Another very accurate kick from Conor Murray. And Daly was in the path of Damian Willemse, but with rights to the ball. Now Barron hitting the half gap. Up for Murray. Beautiful hands from Coombs. Fresh. Quick ruck ball for Murray, and now Crowley. Hodnett unable to pierce the defence that time. Out the back from Hodnett, then Crowley, away by Fekitoa. Fresh. Dion Fareed just arriving at that tackle a fraction too late to make the steal.
Advantage.
There's a hand there from Marvin Orri. Is it for a knock-on or a penalty?
Okay.
Crowley, show the ball, and through the gap he goes. Well, we might have a card here.
Number 8. Never onside. Play the ball.
So Evan Roos does get a card. Never in an onside position. A cynical offence sends the Stormers number 8 to the bin, and a penalty for Munster 5 metres out.
Yeah. And guys, you got to look at the effect of the Conor Murray box kick there.
Time off.
Because it's a good contestable kick, Munster managed to get it back. Broken field opportunity, they came alive, Munster came alive. Plenty of running options, ball behind the back. But more importantly, finding rhythm, flow, gain line and space also. And that's when the pressure comes, and pressure leads to penalties.
Shimmy, it's been outstanding. You know, the way, as you say, that you kick the ball in the air with a reason to try and win it back, and that's a big win. And then the reaction, speed of movement on the ground, ball comes loose. Marvin Orri may have got a card himself, probably only a penalty, but Munster holding on to the ball really well. It's marginal, isn't it? You know, I'm not sure it's clear and obvious, but if the ball is loose like that, you've got to be careful. But Crowley nearly gets away. He does brilliantly to react.
Well, they've scored one from a maul already, Munster, and Byrne, the recipient at line-out time. Barron quickly in possession, but that maul moved towards that right touchline by the Stormers.
No heads!
Stormers called off the steal. Pick and drive from Munster. Munster are celebrating here. Craig Evans is the assistant on the far side with the best view.
Time off.
It was Gavin Coombs with the pick and drive.
Time off.
Anxious moments for the Munster fans, of whom there are plenty.
Come here.
Well, Munster are pretty confident.
Lots of your player. They are speaking to me. Okay, you need to control them, please. So I didn't see any grounding at all.
Andrea, two of a grounding by 8.
Yeah.
But not sure if it was in one motion or it was a double.
So you knew. So confident decision is try, but you need to check if there is two movements or not. Okay. Time off. Time still off.
Yeah, just checking if there are two movements from Gavin Coombs.
Ben, I come to you. On-fit decision is try, but we need to see if there's double movement or not.
Yeah, heard it all, and we'll tee up the angles for you.
Yeah, this could be a massive turnaround here.
Yeah, they come,
the
mate.
try is given, if I understand it. And I have to look for a reason not to give it conclusive evidence.
What's interesting there is arm is on the ground already when he picks up the ball. So he's not supporting his own body weight at the start of that movement. But crucially, Craig Evans has got a grounding. Andrea Piatti said he has not seen a grounding.
Look like they stop momentum with the tackle and then he go again. Huh?
If he's short first, here we go.
Yeah, second. Yeah.
I think that the issue is going to be the hand on the ground.
The tackle, then he go again.
There is hands on the ground.
The tackle by number 5.
Then a knee.
So Ben, please.
Yeah, go on, Andrea.
Can you confirm number 5, blue, makes a legal tackle or not.
Yeah, we will now. We're going to get those first 2 angles again and go from that.
Thank you.
So no question there's a grounding. There the hand goes on the ground. Now, where does he go from here? It's what Ben Whitehouse, the TMO, has got to adjudicate.
It's a difficult one. Initially, you think we're watching this in slow motion, of course, but
They're your 2 best angles.
Yeah, for me, number 5 makes a genuine tackle. He's good. I cannot see. I like a no arm, but I see then he makes the tackle. Number 4 stop his number 8 or number 4 stop his momentum, and then he go again. And for me, tackle is complete. He cannot go another time.
Yeah, all good, mate, with that.
You agree with that?
Yeah.
So we'll start with a penalty for against the red team.
Yes.
Okay.
yeah, it's going to be no try, but I think they're going for a penalty here against the Stormers.
And it may be a yellow card as well.
Time off. I'll explain to Peter, and then we will start with a penalty. I'll explain to Peter now. Peter, tackle complete. You stop
Sorry?
tackle complete by 5. Stop the momentum, and then your number 8 go again. It's a double movement.
He reached his arm. I don't think he...
No, because you stop the momentum, then you go again when he's off feet.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks,
Thank you.
I'm not sure.
No, there's no penalty. Sorry, there's no penalty
Double
against
movement.
the
Stop the
Stormers.
momentum with the tackle
I
and
got
go
that
again.
wrong. I think it's the correct call. The momentum was stopped.
Yeah, I think the hand on the ground that did give away, also then using that to propel himself forward.
It's a let-off for the Stormers, isn't it? When you think Evan Roos in the bin, Crowley makes the break. They've
the tackle stop the momentum, and then your arm.
Yeah, and it just shows how dangerous.
Off feet.
But it just shows how dangerous Munster are in the 22-meter area. So out of 5-man lineouts.
Yeah, and the problem Munster have is 20 minutes in, they've owned the ball. They're still 2 points down. The Stormers haven't really played at all.
Well, look at that. 47 tackles to 8 in the first quarter of the game. It all speaks to Munster dominance, certainly in terms of possession. Interception try from Marnie Livok came from within his own half of the field, so very little territory as well for
Use it!
the
Onside.
defending
Make sure you're
champions.
onside.
Yankees. Leland Zuss gives chase, but brilliant work in the air from Calvin Nash for Munster.
It's a better kick though. It's contestable. Nash did really well, but Yankees, I think the last couple were too far.
Carry from Hodnett, then Crowley for Fekitoa. Klein pops it inside for Tyke Byrne. We saw a lot of that interplay between the second row forwards in the pool game between these two, Snyman and Klein that time. Carry from Archer, but driven back. Another little pop from Jean Klein, intercepted by Ori, who puts boot to ball. Hodnett must chase back with Antoine Frisch. And Leland Zuss was in there trying to make the steal, so too Dion Ferry. But some effective scrambling from Munster. Jeremy Lockman with support from Barron, then Archer creating the long ruck.
Use it!
Murray. And Willemse in position to take the pass from Leland Zuss. Strong counter ruck from Munster, but short side go the Stormers.
That's a great kick chase, isn't it? And that's the key. Stormers kick the ball in behind. The kick chase is maybe 1 or 2 players up. Munster had a line of guys. Nash, brilliant. He's been brilliant for Munster all season.
Yeah,
again, you said it, Jimmy. This man's kicks, they're getting a purchase back in those kicks.
Yeah, and because they're forcing the Stormers to form a ruck from those kicks, it lets you allow to set defensively a bit more. You can get your line speed, you can come up, and you have control of the contestable kick. So I think the key thing, you look at the scoreboard, it's been a lot of Munster attack. The Stormers have been good defensively. But penalties, and that's what you don't want to give away from a defense point of view.
Around the background, please. Okay.
Here's another interesting one. Their first game of their title defence was in Stellenbosch at the Donny Craven Stadium against Connacht. And they won, had a bit of a canter in the end in that game, but it was tight until a red card was shown to Bundy Aki. They then streaked away for a late bonus point win in that game, then defeated Connacht
Ready to go?
in the semi-final, but it was losses
Number please, Munster.
to Munster and Ulster
5.
and a draw with Leinster in Dublin for the Stormers this season.
Maul.
Barren for money, and there's another thing about Munster. They've shown a lot of line-out variation. Many different options they have.
Okay, free, stop.
Including
free,
the skipper, Peter
lost.
O'Mahony at the front. Quick and dynamic into the air. Another hoist from Conor Murray, testing the Stormers at every opportunity, and again, brilliantly contestable. Klein, Crowley. Shooting out of the line was Angelo Davids onto Fekitoa. Crowley. And Coombs, as he almost always does, finds a bit of space over the advantage
You put him
line.
to the ground, you put him play on.
Frisch and Fekitoa. Tackle from Hachiva Daimani.
Use it! Ball out! Exposed!
Multi-phase play from Munster, but not going particularly far with it. Archer.
Use it!
He's going to hoist again. Libok came from deep.
Didn't see quick. Fine, play on.
But a regather from Munster. Those kicks are wreaking havoc with the Stormers so far. Now a quick ruck ball for Murray to play with. And the chip ahead from Haley. Frisch goes in. And lost forward. Anxious times.
Yeah, and it's a Conor Murray show at the moment with this box kicking. The Stormers not winning the game in the air, and that's where Munster are getting a lot of position. How close was this? Yeah, he knocked it on. As he tried to jump on it, knocked it forward. But Munster asking a lot of questions.
Guys.
They're asking a lot of questions.
Time is not over.
Yeah, to be fair to the Stormers, they got a
It is
lot of
double time, let's
numbers
go.
back there, but it's just the ball is coming down in big groups, and Calvin Nash is in under it.
25 minutes in. First scrum of the game.
Guys, hey.
Right, really
First
strong.
Stability, space. Let's go.
I think the Stormers are man down. They look to put a backline player in.
Knock on.
But Munster have on attack. They actually they made one mistake, and that was the intercept. But outside of that, Munster be sublime from an attacking point of view, holding on to the ball beautifully.
Boy!
Bloody downside shimmy is the scoreboard. They're still behind, you know.
Down on this near
Take it, ball.
side.
Stay
Is it
behind.
available for Yankees? Andrea Piatti says yes. And Yankees makes his clearance kick. Brilliantly done by Mike Haley. Willemse and Davids unable to take him towards touch. Another carry from Jean Clay. Crowley, Fekitoa, and the supply line just cut off ever so slightly. He did really well. Malachi Fekitoa. Barron out the back. Crowley flat across the face, but on the bounce for Peter O'Mahony with Haley to his left. And Mike Haley gets it down. Munster in for a second try. There's an appeal for a forward pass.
Mikey, good for you.
I think it may go forward here.
Ben, confirm that.
The Munster have been asking the questions, so
Yeah.
you can have a look again. Are you talking about this one, Quinny?
Yeah, well, it's hard to see from where we are. There's certainly going to check it, I think. But the Stormers got very, very, very narrow there, didn't they?
So Andrea Piardi is now in comms with Ben Whitehouse, the TMO. Munster already denied once by a TMA call. This pass from Peter O'Mani. Now they talk about how the ball leaves the hands from that angle.
No try, forward pass.
It does look palpably forward.
Well, Munster, that's try number 2 disallowed for Munster. So it's just that last pass of the finishing touches that are letting Munster down. But Quinn is showing plenty of hardship, imposing the game model.
What I think they're doing, they're getting a little bit of width in the game. They're not punching around the fringes where the Stormers are really strong defensively.
Well done.
Okay, it's risky, some of those passes out the back. We've seen 1 or 2 get a hand in there. Marvin Orey knocked one on. He also intercepted one. But there, the Stormers a little bit tight when Munster came back in this side of the field.
Quinny, it's interesting. Craig Casey played in the semi-final against Leinster with Conor Murray unavailable. There were the odd raised eyebrows when Conor Murray was selected to start. But such a big game player, the experience of Test rugby, and shining through here this evening.
He is, yeah. He was here 2 years ago for the Lions as well, when there was 3 test matches played in this stadium with he has brilliant experience. He wasn't even in Munster 23 against Northampton in January in Europe, so his reaction has been brilliant, and he started this game really well.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Stay behind.
Stormers still down to 14. Evan Roos with a little while yet to stay in the sin bin as Mani Libbok makes his clearance.
Yeah, and I think it's about 2 minutes till Evan Roos comes back on. But position and territory belonging to Munster.
Go Munster!
And that's a worry, Shimmy, because the Stormers have had no real time at all, and no entries into that 22. And they're still Munster, for all the dominance, they haven't got it on the scoreboard, but it'll give them belief as well that they're in this and they can do this.
Dermot Barron over the 15 for Tyburn that time. Crowley and Frisch. And the pass not going to hand for Calvin Nash. Does really brilliantly to regain possession, restore a bit of momentum. Byrne and Crowley. More width here from Munster. Fekitoa in a wrestling match with Hachiba Diamani. Byrne thought about the tip on, then into contact with support from Barron. Quick right ball for Murray. Strong yet again from Gavin Coombs. Half break from Conor Murray. Archer.
Tell you what, a tackle from Diamani there with Fekitoa. Brilliant. We know how quick he is, Diamani.
Crowley, little show to the inside, then outside for Frisch, slipping a couple.
Away one.
For Lochman. Crowley looking for the cross kick here. Oh, and it's bounced beautifully for Munster. And this time there is no doubting their second.
Okay.
Calvin Nash with the 7th try of the campaign. The cross kick was always on, and the bounce, well, just about perfect.
Excellent kick. Calvin Nash was just waiting outside that wide area. A favourable bounce. But Munster have been asking questions.
Thanks, man.
So Jack Crowley with a cross kick couldn't go through the Stormers, so decided to go around. And Munster, well, that tells you the story. It's been worth the trip so far.
Well, the Munster fans have made themselves heard and then some since their arrival around about Tuesday in Cape Town. And they are making themselves heard now for good reason. Their side
I don't have the time on the screen.
has
20.
performed superbly in the opening half hour of this Vodacom URC final. And Jack Crowley puts them in front by 5.
Oh, I tell you, it's sensational stuff. Crowley does brilliantly here. Manny Lebok is out in the wing there. The bounce goes against him, but you've probably got to say that Munster deserved that with the way they've played. They got a little bit of luck there. 2 tries already scratched off. He's been outstanding, Calvin Nash. The work rate through the route, carrying balls back, putting pressure in that backfield for the Stormers, and what a try for Munster.
So Evan Ruiz back on the field for the DHL Stormers. O'Mani releasing Shane Daly up the left wing.
Touch!
Lebok
Everybody on side!
looking for the cross kick. Everybody now on side. Crowley.
Out!
The chase is on for Mike Haley. Lebok waiting for support. Angelo Davids dropping back to provide it. Held up by Murray.
Release! Knee on the ground! Release!
Ruiz looking to make amends for his 10 minutes off the field with a strong carry. Lebok, then Willemse. And a massive hit
Option.
from Malachi Fekitoa
Option.
on Dion Fourie as he made the pass.
Scrum or line out. Option. Knock on into the tackle. Time off.
Agree with Craig's call.
Do you want line out or scrum? Scrum? Okay, time
Stormers
off.
have an option of
Knock on.
a scrum or a line out. That ball going forward off the hand of Malachi Fekitoa. But he felt that one.
Yeah, he did. But if I could say, Matthew, and again, obviously, you know, I played for this team, but the stats, they tell the story. Munster just held on to the ball so well. And you know, Shimmy, when you're defending for long periods without the ball, it's so tiring. And just in that phase there, even the kick chase there from Libok when he kicked one downfield, the kickoff even, Peter O'Mani can catch the kickoff, he can run 3 or 4 yards, make a pass to a winger. They've got to work harder. I know they're tired, the Stormers players, but they're lacking a little bit of energy, and some of that is down to Munster just keeping the ball. It's so hard to defend.
Yeah, it's a similar picture, I suppose, to Connaught in the semi-final, where Connaught can hold on the ball for phases, but the Stormers do have the ability to switch on and explode. If there is transition opportunity, what Munster are doing well is the holding onto the ball, and Conor Murray's kicking has been exceptional.
Yeah, I'm under no illusion, Shimmy, that the Stormers, incredible athleticism, X-factor from their players, but they've probably got to get that bit of unity, build some phases themselves, build a little bit of pressure on Munster.
Cooney spoke about the statistics. 73% of the possession
Boy!
in favour of Munster, and 71% of the game played in the Stormers half.
Up, work hard, stay up. Work hard. Up.
Away by Yankees off a solid base, and again there's a knock-on in the tackle, this time off the hand of Anton Frisch.
Still advantage for knock-on.
Dan du Plessis just choked in his own 22-metre area. Advantage called over. And Mike Haley up from fullback. Runs hard at Van Heerden.
Good.
Crowley looking for the inside ball, finds Frisch. Important tackle from Frans Malherbe. Coombs upended by Evan Ruiz.
Wait! Stay back.
Archer.
5. Good 5. Good 9.
Crowley for Barron this time. It is relentless from Munster. Fekitoa. Now to the open side comes Murray for O'Mani. And then Jean Klein. Wide it goes for Coombs. Inside ball intercepted by Willemse. Pretty tired chase line though from the Stormers. Nash and Dion Ferree goes poaching, but cleaned off it in the nick of time. Lockman. Now there's a head injury here. Dion Ferree was actually calling the medics onto the field.
No, fair play to Dion Ferree there. That's incredible act of sportsmanship there.
No, not for me. It's not what I'm saying. Okay. It was a good battle, eh? It was a good battle, but for me it was play on.
So Peter Omani, the Munster captain, is the man receiving attention. We saw him take a knock down near the Stormers' try line. Around about the time of that maul try being scored by Dermot Barron.
No,
a strange quiet around the stadium. An absolute sellout. And Dion Ferree, just having a look at his rankings across various disciplines, not surprising he's ranked close to the top 20 across all players in the Vodacom URC. He was injured in the quarterfinal against the Vodacom Bulls and was not able to take part in the semi-final against Connacht.
This is a HIA as well, Matthew. Peter O'Mahony. Not a bad sub to come on.
Rugby.
Snyman.
We clarify that.
There's going to be a bit of a reshuffle. Snyman will come in at lock, take Burners. We'll go to flank.
Okay, guys.
So time for the home side to just have a little conference around their response.
We want to move a little bit.
To wave after wave of Munster attack.
Yep.
You
Guys,
just
we
get
come
the
here.
feeling that if this half was to end now, and the home side were only 5 points adrift, they'd feel reasonably satisfied given the dominance of Munster.
That's the mark.
And the Stormers they've had good defensive sets, I must say. But also Munster 2-3 times stopped over the line.
I'll tell you, John Dobson would love to get him in now, Matthew, and reassess, refocus the other Stormers coaches. There's only one score in this game. It's, you know what I mean, there's no need to panic here. They're going to have their moments, the Stormers, in this game.
Bind! Set!
Pick up at the back by Gavin Coombs. Fekitoa cut down by Lubbock. Frisch and Crowley just got his pass away. Excellent hands from Daly. And then Nash and his kick sailing directly into touch. Can hardly recall them making a mistake before that one.
And what's happening is Munster, they're using the backdoor options to get the ball into width, into space. Sometimes, you know, you got to dent that line and then look for space, like that cross kick that worked beautifully over the top. So going wide a little bit too early can work against you.
Guys, please.
There's a little bit of risk in it, isn't there? The Stormers are very close to getting a hand in there, getting man and ball. And again, you said it, Matthew, first mistake from Nash, had a bit of space in the backfield there and he just sliced off his boot.
Watch me. Let's go.
Van Heerden, the recipient. Cut out ball from Lubbock. Duplessis. And then Ruiz peeling around the corner, slipping the tackle of Lockman. And Stormers have a penalty. Hands beyond the ball. Gavin Coombs trying to make the steal, but not supporting his own body weight in doing so.
That's one of the few times the Stormers have actually asked questions on attack. You know, Dan Duplessis, he's been one of the form centres in this competition. He saw his agility there. Fekitoa rushing up quickly, managed to evade him, stop. But a little bit of momentum, then I look some continuity with Ruiz charging around the corner.
Just outside the kicking zone. My initial reaction is, yeah, it's a good carry, isn't it, from Duplessis. See those elbows, yeah, and it's a correct call from Andrew Piardi. Van Heerden's trying to lift him off. He's been big for Munster, Coombs.
And not just tonight, all season.
Yeah, and they've got to defend here now because this is the chance. This is the first time. 4 minutes to go. This is where Stormers want to exert that physicality, that pressure.
Daimani, and a little variation up the short side. Yankees. Roos filling in at scrum half. Kitsoff. Klein with the tackle. Now Daimani.
Away, Blue! No
John Hodnett's after turning it over.
Yeah, turnover for Munster.
Use it!
Jean Klein called on to carry once again. He has
Use it!
already put in an enormous shift in this game.
I'll tell you when he's out. Stay back.
And Murray. This time just about happy to go for touch, and it was still Shane Daly who was up there contesting.
That's poor from the Stormers. They've got to protect the ball better there. I think Yankees will say that he's slipped over Tyburn. It could have been a penalty, but you've got to protect the ball there, particularly in that attack zone.
There was some variation play at the line-out.
Yeah, Herschel Yankees just down the right-hand tackle. I think I've seen that before. Munster somewhere. The Stormers did it against.
No, he's on the shoulder. He can go out. We continue to play. Time on. Move!
This time the Stormers do manage
Don't change.
to get their maul moving forwards
19,
immediately.
don't change, stay there.
And still no stop from Munster. Their players peeling around the side.
Away now. That's one. Away now. You're unbound.
One stop called. Then Roos gets out the back from Dweba.
Tackle! Release!
Not the speed of delivery that Herschel Yankees would have wanted there.
5.
Daimani caught. Kitsoff. And Roos with the pickup. John Hodnett with a crucial tackle on Evan Roos. Just clung onto his boot. Kitsoff.
No.
Willemse wants and gets. And looking for the offload in contact. Offside call against Munster. Yankees. And then Lebok. Come back for the offside penalty.
Number 9 offside.
Oh, the Stormers decision time, a minute left. And Conor Murray was probably a little bit quick out the blocks. He actually had the opportunity to go back onside again. But decision time here for the Stormers. It is kickable.
Yeah, that one. Inside then,
Hell of a game, isn't it?
Yeah.
The intensity in the Stormers are starting to crank it a little bit now. They're showing an aggression, trying to exert that power, that physicality. They've got to get a score here. I think just psychologically it's really, really massive for them if they score here. I'm sure they'll go to the corner.
And the Stormers here, you can see the difference. There's almost a momentum shift now. Started with the penalty, Stormers into the Munster half. 1 or 2 attacking plays. And the Stormers getting into their rhythm, defending a lot less, starting to attack a bit more.
Time almost up in the first half of this absorbing,
Mikey, what's the
tense, brilliant spectacle of a grand final in the Vodacom URC.
Yeah, they're going to 6-man here with 3 and 3 at half-back.
Van Heerden in the middle. More moving sideways. So the call comes from referee Piardi.
No hands! No one! Stay back,
Weber
back,
just
back.
managing to make it available. Yankees drops it onto the boot. Murray dives on the ball. And it's Munster who will be able to clear for touch here and bring an end to the first half. Well, maybe not. Archer opting for a carry. Then it is Barron who goes for touch. But Munster are on a run of 6 consecutive matches away from home here this evening. They've had to do it the hard way, and they have put in an extraordinary first 40 minutes. Manie Libbok has the second half of the grand final underway. It's taken by Ergis Snyman, who replaced Munster captain Peter Omani at the back end of the first half. And Omani not coming out for the second half. He went for a head injury assessment. So clearly not going to play any further part. Excellent take of the high ball that time for the Stormers. Evan Ruis.
Leave him!
First carry for him in the second half, having spent 10 minutes in the sin bin in the first. Munster not rolling out of the tackle area.
If you end up there, you run the risk to be penalised.
It's a kickable one. This time the Stormers managing to handle the box kick. Evan Ruis hit well by Archie Sneman. He needed to roll away. That's what the penalty was for.
That's a good carry, isn't it? But Damien Willem said the difference there. Aggressive, powerful, energetic in the air and dominant. He wins that ball. Brilliant take from him.
And no hesitation from Stephen Kitsoff in the DHL Stormers in indicating that Manie Libbok will have a shot at goal. Quinny, you thought he might go in the closing seconds of the first half straight in front to go in at 12-10.
It was a little bit long, but for me, straight away, go with the gut. It's a shot at goal. He's got to kick it. You know, you get an opportunity, 3 points. This is cup rugby, and it will be tight at the end, no matter what, I think.
208 points in this season's URC coming into the grand final. So he's taken that tally to 215 with his converted try in the early stages of this game, and that one has drifted
22.
wide.
I never looked good when he struck it anyway, did it? Stormers should receive this and get an opportunity to have a go again.
It's a let-off, isn't it, for Munster, you know? It's that scoreboard that's important. Munster are going to have to soak a bit of pressure here. I have a feeling that, you know, the Stormers are going to throw everything at it.
Jack Crowley's restart from the 22. Now Libbok for Dan du Plessis and Damien Willemse to chase once more, but brilliant out of the air from Mike Haley, the Munster fullback. Barron has been full of energy throughout this contest. 100% record at the Munster line-out as well for Dermot Barron, and a try to boot after a powerful Munster maul. Away by Libbok for Willemse. Now Kitsoff. Think about the offload, then the ball under the arm and into contact, taking out Antoine Frisch. But it's slow, static ball for Herschel Yankees. Stormers unable to launch. Lovely little offload out the back from Daimani for Libbok. Frans Malherbe. Strong tackle from Lockman.
And use it!
Willemse. Straight down the middle for Haley. And he gets plenty of distance on his return kick as well. No real chase line from Munster.
Stop! 9, stop!
And Crowley dropping back with his fullback, having done his own kick chase. A little bit of a game of gaining grounds here, but only Crowley up to chase that kick. Now the little dink ahead from Zas. Excellent tackle on Connor Murray. And du Plessis trying Trying to get in over the ball. That's good work from Archer. And Nash back inside for Lochman.
Now the Stormers have been probing at the breakdown the whole time. You can see the change in strategy of kicking also. Stormers choosing to go long and not going for the contestable kick. So really trying to create the counter-attack opportunity. And it almost came for Zeiss. He went for the little, what was a dangerous kick, that little chip. Because Munster were right back on attack after that.
How good was the tackle on Murray? It stopped Murray from running back. It takes that momentum away, and brilliant work there from Stephen Kitsop.
Well, Libok has put in a brilliant penalty kick down his left touchline. And there's the steal from Kitsop.
Yeah, Stephen Kitsop, very good at that. His ability to tackle. Once he gets over the ball, he's so big and strong, it's hard to shift him.
You're half a second off it there, and Kitsop is in there. And Munster, to be fair, the first half, that breakdown was really good, and Kitsop gets a snipe there, you get rewarded. Brilliant position from him, great kick down the touchline. No, O'Mahony coming back could be crucial for Munster. His leadership, of course, with Sneeman coming on the field. He's such a big player, quality, outstanding player. It was a bit earlier. I don't think they obviously wouldn't have wanted Sneeman on that early. That wasn't the plan, but still, what a player to bring on. They've got to defend now, and certainly he'll be crucial in this maul. It'll be interesting to see, will the Stormers have a little peel off it?
Then Jason Dixon, headgear on, started at number 4 lock in the semi-final against Connacht with injury to Marvin Orri, and remembering too that during the course of this season, DHL Stormers have lost the services of Salman Murat, Springboks second row, and also Ernst van Rijn, whose season was brought to a close in the game against Benetton. So a little thin in the lock stakes.
Yeah, Sinatla is another player, is he? That, you know, he has incredible pace and power, scores so many tries.
And that's the important thing, Matt, when you look at the Stormers at bench. A guy like Marcel Tiernissen, when Evan Roos was injured, he played well. So DJ Dixon, this has been his breakthrough season. He's a tackling machine. The key is, well, the question is, who is he going on for?
Spoke about that loss against Munster, 26 points to 24.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, in the penultimate round of the pool stages, what knocked them down into 3rd position, and couldn't really dream of either a home semi-final or at least a home final.
More!
Munster's maul defence so far in this game, mighty effective. Now they're going to concede a penalty.
Right, they're changing mind. All red.
Off the fingertips of Daly, and still advantage being played. Andrea Piardi allowing this to unfold. He might come back all the way.
Use the ball. Use the ball. He's there.
Deep inside Munster's 22 for a penalty, which they will now.
Nothing happening there. And Du Plessis, right? Well, is he going to take this quickly? It's just a bit of gamesmanship. So exactly the same thing when you were saying in the first half, you know, with territory and position, it needs to count on the scoreboard. So a definite momentum shift. We're not seeing a lot of the Munster attack, but the Stormers on the front foot, they need to convert.
Yeah, they're certainly absorbing pressure here. Great opportunity. No contest in the air. Marvin Orri has been brilliant for winning those lineouts.
Be careful about the timing.
It's John Klein there. He just pops off on Joseph Dweba. It's an obvious one, isn't it? But Stormers did really well there to absorb that early pressure and then get it rumbling forward.
Again, it's Marvin Orri the target.
Oh!
And Dweba packing in behind the Stormers maul. One stop called. Jean Klein working hard again. Dweba in possession.
No, ready to use it.
Away by Yankees. And Libok. Willemse. Lost forward, and then managed to work it out the back. The hack through from Daly. And the chase is from Calvin Nash. Now it's the Stormers' turn to attack, and Davids gets a boot to ball and taken out by Mike Haley. Haley was on the ground there.
Time off.
Angela Davis trying to kick it through again.
It's just time.
Thank you. Mikey.
Well, there's quite a bit to unpack there, because he dives in. He doesn't make an
Can you put these on
attempt
screen,
to
please?
tackle
Yeah,
him,
will do. Hang on.
Thank you.
and nor could he, because
Yeah, that's
he
what I'm
wasn't in
thinking.
possession
Like,
of the ball.
that's what I'm thinking. Like,
So Ben Whitehouse
Yeah.
being called in here, the
Yeah.
TMO.
Keep your eyes on the
Wales.
screen. Eyes on the
Yeah.
screen. Eyes on the screen.
eyes on the screen, man.
So Davids getting boot to ball, and
He
then
never tried to go to the ball for me.
Mike Haley
Never
almost
tried to
just
go to the ball.
falling into his
Agreed.
path.
Yeah, left defender, yellow card against his team.
It looks like he's beaten by the ball there.
Yeah, he's got a yellow card for that. And to be fair, Yankees finding that little bit of space after the Munster
That's
turning
it.
the ball over
Yeah.
there, they go down the field, and then in fairness, the Stormers get back, they recycle it, and that little bit of space is on that blind side, and that's what it comes from. So
Play
it's
the
good,
man without the ball.
brilliant identification there.
The other point to make is yet another Stormers maul repelled by Munster, and also that press defence from Munster forcing the error out of Damien Willemse as well.
Yeah, I thought there from
Good, Mikey.
once that ball's out to go wide, because your forwards are stuck in the maul.
Great goal.
Wani Lebok went to the wide pass, and Damon Willemse was man on. Take it up short, get your forwards back in the game, and start building
open
pressure
here,
again
open here. Good.
from there. So Quinny, interesting. Munster almost half contesting, but also because they're contesting hard, almost been open for the maul also.
Yeah, well, they're very conscious of that power, aren't they?
And then Yankees. Willemse the man up from... Well, not rolling out.
You go for the
And
ball,
another
and
penalty
you're right,
close to
but
the post. It
They need to roll quicker.
wasn't Willemse,
You're
it was
good. They
Angelo
need to roll
Davids
quicker.
who side his way into the line. John
12
Hodgman
good.
has
On the wrong
just
side.
been full of energy throughout this contest. 7 tackles from him.
Number 10 on the wrong side. Defender clear out.
I think Fikatoa was there, but the tackler had to roll away. Fikatoa was there, but yet the tackler had to roll away.
7 blue. Stops.
Now here's the change. Ben Jason Dixon is replacing Hachiba Daimani. Now, worth remembering that there are 2 additional loose forwards on the bench in Billy Engelbrecht and Marcel Jennison. Ben Jason Dixon
And the corner.
actually covering second row as well, but replacing Hachiba Daimani. Van Heerden.
No! 19. Away now. Away.
Erge Snyman called out of his defensive position. Gavin Coombs creeping up the side there. The Stormers trying to manipulate and try.
Juan Curry. That's a Dion Fourie try. He was the first man in. And see the impact of Joseph Drever. He comes flying into that like a tackle. Eventually something had to give. Something had to give. Drever comes in. Munster, it's almost one line for Munster, and the Stormers, if you stop like that, you've got to punch right through. So BJ Dixon a little bit upright, but patience. And the Stormers grinding through. Dion Fourie straight down the middle. And the Stormers are back in it.
So Marnie Livok having missed with the penalty attempt. early in the second half now with a conversion attempt to take the Stormers back into the lead. They led 7 points to 0 after Libbok's converted try early in the piece. Is it coming back? You bet it is.
Oh, it's huge, isn't it, for the Stormers? Given that first half, to get themselves in front. It's all power at this maul. Dion Ferré, he was the one in control at the back. The very minute they set there, they got that momentum going forward. Great pressure from the Stormers forwards. Hammer blow for Munster, given Mike Haley's in the bin as well. They've got to try and respond now. They have a no ball in this start of this second half. 11 minutes in.
Jack Crowley and Ruanel claiming the restart. Immediate pressure from Ergir Snyman. Roos, the gap that he was looking for, quickly closed down, and then Barron and Archer combining to bring him down. And Yankees with a clearance up beyond his own 10-metre line.
Yeah, it's a sensible clearance as well, isn't it? Try and get it down, touch, put pressure on this line out. He likes it, he's pleased there. Quicker reaction, they found a little bit of energy, to be fair to Stormers. And maybe it's that half-time chat from John Dobson, Shimmy.
Exactly, it almost looks like a different side, but also the Stormers are starting to play. As good as they've been defensively, it's a team that gets the balance right between the two. And you're starting to see that a bit now, but a massive defensive set needed from the Stormers. And Munster, can they get back into their rhythm?
Sarkin's good. Sarkin's good.
Barron finds Snyman. Good sack call by the referee, Conor Murray. Looks for Stephen Archer, the veteran of well over 200 games for Munster. Now Crowley's hoist. Difficult ball. Davids, and swarming through comes Calvin Nash. He was the initial kick chaser who put the pressure on Damian Willemse.
Use it!
Libbok, a lot of curve on his clearance kick.
No? Okay.
And Calvin Nash has stayed down.
I tell you, he's determined, isn't he, Nash?
Let's go.
It's phenomenal, the kick chase and the pressure.
For me, both of you for the ball. If it's not clear, then
you see, there's something Willemse is unhappy, I think, with some of the contests. He seems to be taken out. But Nash has chased absolutely everything today.
Time off, Greg.
Time now called off.
You can go out,
medics
or you met it up. Okay, we need to go
on the field.
No. Come on, guys. Please.
A bit of a limp from Calvin Nash. He needs to run that off a bit.
Okay. For me, Ben, the contest in the air is fine.
Injected a bit of energy into the crowd here as well. We're told over 56,000 people. A record crowd in this wonderful arena. Wonderful athleticism from Ergir Snyman. Barron breaking away. Murray, Crowley and Lockman peeling around the corner. The tireless Jean Klein with yet another carry. And Snyman. Archer. Ruben van Heerden following up on the initial tackle made by Dixon. And again, it's Klein who's in position. Frisch. Stephen Kitsoff losing his footing as he went to make the steal. Wonderful little break here from Daly. Strong clean-out work from Munster. Lockman hitting it at pace.
8.
Barron. Captain Kitsoff in to make the tackle. Fekitoa. Collision with Frans Malherbe.
Away!
Yet another Jean Klein carry. And Conor Murray calling his forwards in after he created a cradle over the ball.
On the ground.
Munster still a man short, looking
Away free!
for a response to the Stormers' try. Pick and go, pick and go. Lockman. Ruas in with the tackle.
Hey, Munster up! Munster
And
up!
the Stormers continue to fold.
Number 2 offside.
Offside call against Joseph Dweba.
Number 2 offside.
Surely the kick's the option, yeah.
That's a big one, isn't it, Chevy? Do you go
Number
to the
2
corner
offside.
or do you put it over the bar?
Hands in front, Mikey. Hands in front.
Holding the ball there, they're kind of crabbing across the field. It's good defence from the Stormers. Joseph Dweba
Yeah, but he
got
was
pinged
down,
there.
He was down, he was close to the play.
I don't think it is the kick.
You asked me to stop every time the time. 10. Guys, let's go. Number 2 offside.
To the corner they go. And precious time used up since the penalty was awarded as well. Another medical stoppage.
Yeah, open play. 6 blue off, number 6.
I think it's just against Joseph Dweba there for not probably rolling away quickly enough, I think.
And there's another change for the DHL Stormers. Dion Ferree being replaced by Willie Engelbrecht. Engelbrecht starting in the number 6 jersey in the semi-final, with Ferree unavailable due to injury. Tweaked a hamstring in the quarter-final against the Vodacom Bulls. Jean Klein, the target at the line-out.
Let me explain. Number 1 on
That's
the
a big
wrong side.
turnaround. That's a big turnaround. A kickable goal.
Number 1 on
And
the
really
wrong
Quinny,
side.
an unforced
Obstruction.
error there. They've been warned in the first half.
Jeremy Lockman, the man penalised.
Oh, for me, it's the wrong call. I think you put the ball over the bar there. It's not a straightforward kick, but let's watch it again. Jeremy Lockman, yeah, he goes in behind there, very clearly penalised, and it's Mike Adamson, the assistant referee, who called that, and it's pretty plain and obvious to see. Hammer blow again for Munster, great position, no points to show for it.
Dweba
Fair contest.
finds Dixon, who was
Come on now.
under pressure. Contest from Munster, and they
I have
managed to hold
five
this
league
ball up as well. Now Tyke Byrne is being told to get out of there. The Stormers rumble
Blue
on
on the ground.
with Dweba in possession.
And that's once.
Made an enormous amount of distance off that maul before the stop was called. Duplessis, Willemse holding it up, waiting for a support runner. Had to set up the ruck in the end. Strong carry from Malherbe. Now Willemse. Oh, that's an easy read for Shane Daly. Dweba across to make the tackle. Lost backwards is the call.
Ball is here.
Crowley with Barron in the midfield. Quick ruck ball for Conor Murray to feed off Frisch. Oh, and
First man turnover.
Evan Ruas in to make the turnover.
That's in play. Good 10. Well done.
Nell
Well done 10.
turning Calvin Nash. 2 players after it. And Nash happy to take the risk. But Daly under pressure, and the Stormers swarming in.
Off, Blue. Off. Away. Leave him, leave him, leave him.
A desperate recovery from Munster as Conor Murray doesn't clear to touch. Lubbock for Willemse. Du Plessis. Dixon. Yankees for Libbok and Dweba.
Back by red.
And a crucial interception made by Gavin Coombs, and the ball hacked ahead. Back goes Marnie Libbok. Can't gather at the first attempt, nor the second. Tyke Byrne is there. He has Frisch away to his left.
No.
They will be out on their feet after this phase of play. Lockman almost falls into the tackle. And here's Crowley with the cross kick. Dan du Plessis chasing back and calls the mark. A breathless period of play in Cape Town.
Yeah, that's massive. Dan du Plessis was down injured. He actually got back into play, sprinted all the way back down. But they're sucking in some big ones there.
That's incredible from Dan du Plessis. Munster all the way from their own line.
Let's go.
You've got to stop the clock though, Quinny. There's medics all over the field. Kick is clear, but now Crowley, there's still a medic on the field over the far side. Fekitoa, straight and hard. Archer.
Let go.
Now Munster in dangerous territory once again, within kickable range. Still a man down. Murray for Crowley. And Snyman got from Tyke Byrne, but it was forward.
Well, fresh legs needed on both sides. There's some tired men there. Yeah, so as we mentioned, the JJ Kotze and Nettling for sure on. Wow, helter skelter. That could have gone anywhere. At one stage, it looked like the Stormers were about to score. Then Tyke Byrne managed to get the ball back. He just needed some wheels, some gas, someone to get onto that ball.
Oh, incredible faceted player, wasn't it? Manny Libbok couldn't get hold of the ball.
Guys, Master, 1 and 3. 1 and 3.
It's incredibly intense, isn't it?
Thank you, boys.
So a double change in the front row. JJ Kotze and Nettling Fouchier replacing Joseph Dweba and Frans Malherbe respectively.
Well, Quinny, you go back, you look at that decision not to kick for points.
Yeah, psychologically, just get ahead, you know, it's so difficult. But look, they've been pretty brave all season, and that's been their approach. And, you know, maybe it'll be one that'll come back to haunt them. But credit to the Stormers, they've come back, and it's not a surprise they've reacted.
Okay.
Munster hanging on, they're defending.
Time still up. What do you need?
Unbelievably physical game.
Okay.
Affectionately known as the Viking. South African fans just be delighted to see him back and playing after such misfortune with 2 knee injuries. It was in a game against the Stormers in the URC at Toman Park, where he was on for no more than 20 minutes after his previous knee injury. He picked up the second one.
Agree with me or not?
Now working his way back. The last time he played a test for South Africa was in the Rugby World Cup final in 2019. Munster also
Water out, please.
making a couple of changes themselves in the front row. USA-born Roman Salanoa, who played for the USA under-20 side, and started his Ireland stint with the Leinster Academy before shifting to Munster in 2020. He's on at tight head, and Niall Scannell, a former Irish under-20 captain,
Crouch.
and capped 20 times by Ireland.
Bye.
The replacement hooker, replacing Dermot Barron.
Push straight. Reset.
Yeah, no surprise with the changes. New props. Kitsov is still there. He's trying to go after Roman Salanoa.
Okay.
Josh Wycherley on the far side. Fashia trying to get a penalty here.
Okay, here we go again.
Another change for Munster. Ben Healy is on. Fresh off.
Stay low, low, not like this, low.
Jack Crowley's going to shift to centre to 12 and Fekitoa out to the outside centre position.
So Ben Healy kept by Scotland.
Crouch!
And starting the semi-final with Jack Crowley starting in Dublin at inside centre.
Shot! Keep it up! Stay straight, Blue. Push straight. 9, use it.
Yankees and Libok. Big cutout ball for Leland Zas. Chasing back is Conor Murray. And Zas in with the tackle. Murray staying strong.
He's lucky to get away. Zas had his hands on that ball.
Crowley filling in at scrum half, setting up the carry for Jean Claude.
And use it! You are offside. Push back.
And Conor Murray.
Take him back.
The cross kick is from Healy into the grateful arms of Angelo Davids. And Dan du Plessis furious with himself.
Yeah. Conor Murray's been kicking so well, he just needed to get that down. So the pressure being applied from the Stormers again, you can see the frustration, but it's getting tense now.
Master, let's go.
Now, there's a case to be made there that Leland Zas had his hands on the ground first. Niall Scannell with the first line out throw, finding Tygburn, and Healy goes skybound, as Munster have done effectively all evening. Willemse, wonderful work, the offload for Evan Roos, lost his footing at the critical moment.
No head, no right form.
It's still momentum for the Stormers. Fouchier from a standing start though. Out the back from Libok, du Plessis and Nell. To the short side goes Libok to get from Yankees, but isolated in the tackle. And that's a brilliant turnover win from Malachi Fekitoa.
Yeah, lone runner Mani Libok. He went around the corner and there's about 5 Munster players waiting for him. Because he's also running sideways, so it does make it quite an easy hit.
And it's Nash with that low tackle focus, gives Fekitoa a chance, but it's a poor decision from from Manny Libok to run on his own. You certainly don't want your fly half. Look, he's trying to back himself, thinking he's going to get outside him. Munster under a lot of pressure here. Wrong area to pitch for them. Stormers fully in control.
So no angle for Ben Healy to work with.
Time off, number 9.
And another change for Munster. Conor Murray, who missed the semi-final, straight back into the starting lineup. He's now replaced by Craig Casey. Hodnett working hard again. First contribution from Craig Casey.
19, stop.
Off the left boot. Zas into the air early, which made him untouchable. Paul de Vet is on for Herschel Yankees.
22,
Libok off the left boot. And Healy not taking the chance.
Keep coming, Red. Stop
of
there.
Carrying it back.
Stop.
Spiraling return kick.
Everybody on side. 5 meters.
And Libok lining him up.
22.
No mark called by Calvin Nash.
19.
Libok finds Zas. And through goes Leland Zas with Engelbrecht. Wonderful tackle from Healy. Now Libok. Ruiz pops it inside for Dixon. Then back for De Wet.
Away! 12 away!
Hardly a spectator on their seat in the DHL Stadium. Out the back from Nettling for Shear. Away by Libok. Zas. Desperate defending from Munster.
No hands!
Another good tackle from Casey that time. Here is Libok. And then Willemse. Nell for Duplessis. And Davids bouncing off a couple.
No hands! No, off then!
It's a poor pass for Nettling for Shear. Had to bend to collect and did really well. Van Heerden. Ruan Nel flicks it away for Libok, who looks for the cross kick. Nash is dropping back. And goal line drop out the call.
Well, it's got to defense from Munster also. It's a bit of both. You know, the Stormers sometimes losing a little bit of shape, so needing that X factor. Mani Libok putting the speculator down there. That's why he needed Zas to chase.
It's a good kick because it means Munster have to drop it out again, and there's more attack coming.
Time off.
I think they got away with one. Manny Libok there down in front of us. Thought it was slightly forward, just slightly right in front of the assistant referee. But they're piling on the pressure, aren't they? You know, they're being very astute in their game management and their continuity, energy around the breakdown.
Yeah, we're entering the championship rounds now.
Four.
But both teams looking for that knockout punch.
It's Alex Candellan who started in the number 7 jersey against the Stormers in the pool stages, just 22 years of age, replacing Sean Klein.
Let's go.
Ben Healy's goal line dropout, taken down by Duplessis, and Libok
Back.
testing under the high ball yet again, and it was just outside the 22, but brilliant work from Mike Haley.
Use it. Outside.
The game is far from safe for either side. Territory is everything as we head towards the final 10.
Work. Leave him.
Off the left boot again from Casey. Willemse. Safe again. Zas.
I tell you,
Hey, 20.
you know, there's a lot of mistakes and the intensity is incredible. But Calvin Nash, again, I know Willemse wins it, but he's just there harassing, hounding. It's incredible. They're out on their feet, both sets of players, Shimmy.
Yeah, he hasn't stopped chasing, has he?
Guys,
but what's happened now, the difference is the Stormers are managing to regain those contestable kicks.
Okay.
Then it's what do you do afterwards? That time, I think just too many players wanted the ball. So between Ruben van Heerden and JJ Kotter, almost not the shape of 9, they're not great. So.
Stay on this side.
Yes, Keith Earls on for that man, Calvin Nash. Now he picked up a knock a while ago and has worked incredibly hard.
Good binding, okay?
Chance for Munster, they've got to find a little bit of territory. Paul De Wet has given the Stormers a little sparkle, hasn't he?
Minutes, guys.
Tense times indeed.
Boy! Set! Keep it up! Stay up!
Casey, Healy, and the cutout ball for Fekitoa. Then Haley up from fullback.
Take him back.
Lost backwards by Damien Willemse, who sends a wonderful pass to Dixon, but he has to wait for support as well to stay up on his feet.
Take him back. Stop.
Libok First kick receipt for Keith Earls. 98 test caps for Ireland. What experience to bring onto the field at this time in the game. Casey and Healy. Excellent spot tackle from Leolin Zas. Byrne popping it up for Crowley. Healy and then Coombs.
Advantage, knock on.
Ball taken out in contact.
Rock! No hands!
Scrum advantage for the Stormers. Willemse.
No advantage. Knock on.
No advantage from the knock on. The DHL Stormers have a scrum.
Time off. Number 1 stops. Skipper. Thank you.
Yeah, and it's starting to open up, but those final passes aren't going. And you can see what Coombs is trying to do there, Quinn. If he gets that offload away, it's Arceus name on who could get another offload away, then it opens up completely.
Yeah, it's risk reward, isn't it? But I think we've got to move on to this man and what he's achieved. Stephen Kitsoff coming off the field here for his last game. Gavin Coombs has been big today for Munster.
It's an emotional farewell. Dion Fourie up off the bench to greet his captain. His time in a Stormers jersey is done. He'll be moving to Ulster after the Rugby World Cup. And Ali Vermaak, a loyal servant of the Western Province Union, the Stormers franchise, gets a 25th URC cap, his 16th appearance of this campaign, so a regular contributor to this title defence.
Boy! Set! Stay up! Up! Up!
Reset.
Yeah, see the Stormers trying to get the nudge on there, trying to go for the penalty. So again,
come here.
If you have a look at the players, trying to get that mud out of their boots, trying to get the grip is so crucial on this field.
Yeah.
Then it's a pressure build-up.
Come here. Guys, I resetted this scrum because it's twist. But next one, if it's a clear shift from you, it will be a penalty, okay? I want you, both sides pushing straight. Let's go.
So with the appearance of Ali Vermaak,
let's go.
All the front row replacements on the field. Much better looking possession and territory statistic for the DHL Stormers in the second half.
Set! Stay ball! Stay straight! Stay straight! Stay straight! 9! Use it!
Libbok looking to turn Mike Haley. Difficult catch from him over the shoulder. And fielded by Libbok. Damien Willemse gives chase. Here's Healy. Raking kick. And Libbok has a long way to go back. Well, charged down by Coombs, and all of a sudden the Stormers under pressure. Crowley calm under the pressure.
Never lost.
Scannell just managed to hang on. And now away by Healy for the tireless John Houtnett. Snyman looks to his inside. Will they work a position for a drop goal? Perhaps they did it 2 weeks ago. Not yet for Crowley. Wonderful tackle on Fekitoa.
Knock on into tackle.
Earls.
Play advantage.
Playing with knock-on advantage here. Keith Earls again. Then Ali Vermaak. Trying to get in over the ball. Ken Dillon.
Away blue. And advantage over for a knock.
Scrum advantage over. Through goes Tygburn. Crucial tackle from Duplessis. And here come Munster. Over the top they go and inside. It's a brilliant score. John Hodnett with the score for Munster that puts them 3 in front with a kick to come and less than 5 minutes to play.
Yeah, and Munster on the front foot again, delicate touches from the big men, Tygburn and Snyman. Then it's a numbers game from then on. Hodnett holding it up wide there. He just needs to keep his body position low, and over he goes.
How good is the ball from Mike Haley?
It was all started with him as well, receiving the ball there in the backfield. Outstanding.
Thank you.
What a team try. They're brave, Munster. The pass from Healy there and a little ball back inside. They've been hanging on in this second half.
And now what a crucial kick for Jack Crowley to take a 5-point lead. And by the time he kicks it, there'll be just about 3.5 minutes to play. If this goes over, the Stormers need a try. If it misses, they can draw level with a penalty or a drop. Crowley, 4 meters in from touch. Over! He has ice in his veins.
Some great passes, isn't there? Mike Haley. Sorry, I said it was Ben Healy. And then the pass back inside, Ruan Ellis coming across. John Hodnett is so powerful. People asked why R.G. Snyman wasn't starting today, because this man would have had to come out of the team. He's been outstanding. 3 minutes left. Stormers have got to get a try, converted try. They're capable of doing it.
Snyman gets high to claim the restart. Clever little dart from Casey.
You done!
Less than 3 minutes here for Munster to play out. Said at the start of the second half, a 6th consecutive game on the road. Durban, Cape Town, Durban, Glasgow, Dublin. That has been the challenge laid at the door of Graham Roundtree's men, and they have responded.
Unbelievable, the response. To be honest, physically the Stormers are a bigger side. The first half performance, but just the bravery of this side, and Graham Roundtree keeps saying it.
Thank you.
They're match hardened, and all those away games has given them that belief, Matthew, and they just get those connections. That work rate has been through the roof. But I think Stormers will be disappointed with that first half. They were such a dominant side in this second half, and Munster capitalise and get that chance, take that opportunity.
Little pockets of red jerseys, red flags, making themselves seen and heard inside the DHL stadium. And if the scoreline stays the way it is, they will make themselves heard all night and celebrate the prospect of just about €2 a pint.
It's such an important attacking set here from the Stormers.
Down from Dixon for Engelbrecht. Nell for Willemse. Finds Nell with the little inside pop. Well, lost forward.
Yes, man.
I think it was Jack Crowley in there making a nuisance of himself.
Somebody got a hand on Paul de Vet there.
11 below.
And the Stormers obviously forced to play their hand now. They've got to give it a go to try rescue it as Paul de Vet gets it out. Played in there.
Time off. Time off. Get more check. Ben, put that on the screen, please.
Yeah, because he hits the ball here, and you can't hit the ball.
We'll show it on the screen now.
Yeah.
Ten red hits the ball out the 9's hands.
So 10 red.
So it's going to be a Stormers penalty here, but
He's not supporting his body weight, and he hits the ball of number 9.
Agree.
Number 10.
Well, he's given a card.
Wow.
I think it's a harsh card because Jack Crowley's head is buried in the ruck, but if you hit the ball, it's deemed cynical, but it is, technically by the letter of the law, it is a yellow card, and it just makes Munster's job so much harder. Manny Libbok is going to go down the touchline here. They're going to get a chance here. There's only 2 minutes left.
Okay,
yeah, again, another important set here for the Stormers. But Munster have been good defensively.
Yeah, but do they go off the line out here, or do they maul? I think they've got to move it. Yeah. They have that extra number. Well, maybe they'll play for another penalty to see if they can get in closer.
First job done with the line out to Marvin Orri.
Down by blue. No, back.
De Wet and Libbok. Davids off of his wing, brilliantly chased down by Keith Earls. Look what it means to the veteran.
No.
Discipline needed here from Munster.
Need to stay up.
Oh, that's a big mistake there. I'm not sure it was Mike Haley or was it? He's just given this Stormers pack another opportunity there.
To your hands, and then the ball, and then off feet.
Closer this time from Libbok. The tension palpable in every spectator.
I think just turning from the side and putting your hands on the rack.
30 seconds for Munster to survive here. 30 seconds for the defending champions to find a match equaling score.
Mo!
Dixon the target this time, an immediate forward momentum for the Stormers via their maul.
19, I'm bound now, away.
Both Kendellen and Snyman called out of the maul as the Stormers rumble on again.
Legal. That's twice.
One stop called.
I'm not sure it's going to... Well, there it is from Yetling for sure.
Scrum to Munster with time up on the clock. That is it. Graham Roundtree can scarcely believe it. It is just simply heroic from his Munster men. Heroes all across the pitch, Alan Quinlan.
Yeah, unbelievable. It's hard to believe this, given where Munster were in the last couple of weeks. They just had to dig in so much tonight. The Stormers are shocked, but Munster brought that performance in the first half. They've been absolutely outstanding. Conor Murray, Calvin Nash, but for me, the Vodacom man of the match is John Hodnett. He got that match-winning try. Absolutely outstanding performance.